This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Good evening, you're watching the Social Network on NDTV 24/7. I'm Kajari Sen, and naturally Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal are trending because Arvind Kejriwal will be finally sworn in tomorrow as the Chief Minister of Delhi. But there are other reasons for it trending as well, and two of the names which may have popped up on your Twitter feed may be names you haven't heard before: Alka Lamba and Tina Sharma. These are people who were associated with other parties previously and are now joining Aam Aadmi Party. Why are they doing that? What are the reasons? What is Aam Aadmi Party offering them that the other parties can't? We will discuss that on the show, and joining me actually is Tina Sharma in the studio, but also to talk about sort of where the other political parties stand. We've got Nupur Sharma with us, and we've got a political scientist to give us perspective, Mona Das, joining us to tell us what the political picture is now looking at with the new entrant. But before we do that, we've got a video blog by Amit Jami. Let's listen in.
नौजवान जो है देश में जो 60% देश का जो नौजवान जो सरकारें चुनता है वो देख रहा है कि इन दोनों के काम करने के तरीके में, मुल्क को समझने में, मुल्क को बनाने में, दोनों भ्रष्टाचार दोनों के यहाँ बिल्कुल उफान पर है और राजनीति का जो असर गिर रहा है दोनों पार्टियों में लोग वहाँ पर देख रहे हैं। जो गरीब नौजवान, जो वो सारे यूथ जो देश को बनाने के लिए कुछ करना चाहते हैं, सही बात है कि उन पार्टियों में उनको कोई जगह नहीं मिल पा रही है। इसलिए आम आदमी पार्टी में जो लोग जा रहे हैं, मुझे लगता है कि जो उनके अंदर आकांक्षाएं हैं, जो उसको वो करना चाहते हैं, वो उसको पूरा करने के लिए जा रहे हैं। और ये बड़ी अच्छी बात है कि आम आदमी पार्टी ने युवाओं को, और खासकर नॉन कांग्रेस, नॉन बीजेपी की तरह का जो एक नया एक पार्टी खड़ा हुआ है इस मुल्क में, तो लोगों को उम्मीद है कि ये लोग बहुत अच्छा करेंगे।
So let's get a perspective first from Tina. Tina, you were a part of the BJP superstructure. Yes. You left the BJP about more than a year ago. Yes. Now you're coming back into politics with Aam Aadmi Party. Why are you doing that?
Of course, I mean, I had inclination towards political parties, you know, and then me getting into electoral, that's another reason, you know, that's there. I'll be transparent about it, and somehow I feel that Aam Party is doing very well, and I can probably contribute my bit in nation's you know, development for that matter. And I left BJP around 7.5 months ago, finding reasons where I was not vocal in the party for certain reasons, and then I thought I'll continue with my activism. I'll be neutral while speaking on the channels, but then I found that there's a party which can give me that vocal thing back, and I can probably raise my voice. I can work for good work. I can work for good reasons with them. And then, of course, I mean, that's how we interacted. They offered me ticket before elections. I denied. Then I went back to them. And that is it.
Right. Nupur, do you think that this is something you're going to see as an emerging threat? That there are people who, in the larger structure of a party which has been around for many, many years, feel that they don't have an opportunity to develop there and therefore look at fresher parties which give them that opportunity?
See, the very first point is that you should not actually look for political opportunism when you're in a political party for reasons. For example, for BJP, if I'm going to talk about myself, and I'm a youngster myself, I'm in my 20s, I'm there for purely ideological purposes. So for a person like me, I have an apolitical background, I'm a lawyer, nobody in my family is a lawyer. My reason is my ideology and my affiliation with the outfit. So when that reason is actually superseded by a reason to contest an election or be more visible in the media, then you actually have lost your objective of actually being in politics, which for me is service. For me is ideological purpose. So that is where you have to demarcate between the two things.
That's a fair point, and I'll take that to you, Tina, because the question now is that if you entered the BJP for ideological reasons, do you find it easy to shift from one kind of ideological platform to another?
It is something I think every political party is quite traditionally seasoned party today, and if you talk about BJP and Congress, I think you have to have a connect with them. Once that connect is missing, ideology is actually missing. So whatever is my colleague is talking here doesn't make sense, because everyone comes with a reason, and we are here to serve people.
What connect are you talking about? Could you explain that to me?
Of course, there's a connect with the party. There's a connect with the leadership. There's no connect happening with leadership. I think that is coming from every person in the society.
No, that's okay. Fine. Let me bring Mona. Let me bring Mona.
And if you're saying that
all right, I've taken both of your points.
That you're wrong.
Somewhere. Right. Look, I'm going to bring Mona in at this point. Mona, so we've clearly got this contestation which is taking place here. The importance, in your opinion as a political scientist, the importance of ideology when you choose a political platform.
Well, Kajuri, I mean, this is not the first time that people have gone from one party to the other, and defections have been commonplace in this country. What bothers me most about Alka Lamba's moving to AAP or Tina's moving to AAP, both these people, they come from varied ideological positions, right? Alka Lamba from Congress and Tina from BJP.
Right.
But both these people find AAP very comfortable to sort of go to.
Right.
Right. So then the larger question is that what is it that AAP is offering? What is it that AAP offers to so-called these young people who want to make a difference?
Right.
Now here, one of the things that they're saying is that we want clean politics, corruption, and they're raising issues about electricity, water. Now these are fairly ideologically neutral issues, right? Nobody is going to have a problem with being honest. Everybody is going to say yes, we need clean politics, but you can be you can not be corrupt, and you can still be a fascist. Right?
Right.
Now, it's for AAP to decide whether they, if corruption and clean politics is the only issue, what is their position on so many other issues that face the nation today? I just want to ask a small question to Tina. A couple of months back, she says that she left BJP 7 months back, right? Yesterday, a court in Ahmedabad has dismissed Zakia Jafri's petition.
Correct.
Yeah. As far as my understanding goes, BJP and BJP would hail that dismissal. Naturally.
Okay.
And what is her position?
So
what would be her position coming from BJP, and is that the position that her new party AAP would hold? Does it have a position, or individuals in AAP will have their own position?
So those are questions you're going to have to face.
Of course, I'll face it, because I think social activism is missing in parties today, and AAP is, of course, given a chance to have social activism, and then, as I have joined through Yogendra Yadav ji, and I have a good, interaction with him for so many years, and I strongly feel that he wants vocal women in the parties. They want women who can fight for the rights. They're not somebody's property or men's property in the party, and somehow I feel that if my colleague is saying that one should not fight election, that doesn't make sense.
I did not say you should not fight election. I fought election myself. We're going to be running out of time, so I'm going to give you the last. I never said that women should not. Did I say that? I'm sorry, you can't put words in my mouth. Please at least be honest about why you deflected one. Let me ask you the last question. Secondly, I fought in election myself. You get a chance only if you're worth it. When you see
you talk about ideology, what is ideology? Tell me.
When your party
Hindu or
being working on the ground,
then I don't need that.
Clearly,
I do not need that Hindu-Muslim ideology.
Thank you so much, Tina, Nupur and Mona, for speaking with us on NDTV 24/7. It's time now for a quick break. We'll be right back on the other side.